She's back.
What is that?
I have been having a mono-sided battle with Piper Rockelle for the better part of 2 years now.
It all started out as just jokes. Just a scrawny little white kid making jokes about another white kid. It was nothing too serious, but the more I dug into the personality of Piper Rockelle, the more I found myself simultaneously intrigued and enraged. There was something about her passion that was similar to mine, but executed in a different way. And I realized in that moment that I would be Piper's perfect nemesis. It was really simple. A white kid wearing a bandana versus a white kid wearing barely anything. It was at this time I realized that it would go on for ages, and it did. This conflict continued for a while. I made a video talking about Piper, and then I sent her some birthday wishes, and she gladly ignored them. I made her a love song, and she made me a love song. She just forgot to specify it was about me and not blonde fucker over here.
I don't really think many people took notice of Piper Rockelle outside of the YouTube social circles until the 30th of August, when I discovered that Pink had criticised Piper Rockelle for her parents allowing Piper to pose in a bikini online. And this is where I think it's important that we have a discussion. One about Piper herself, the power of an influencer, the job of a parent, and the dangers that must be considered with the generation that are being introduced into this new digital world.
Piper Rockelle, if you don't know, is a YouTube influencer who makes more money in a month than your mother makes in a year. And I call her an influencer, but I bet she could barely influence a tree to grow. Pipsqueak Rockefeller Street makes content that is so fast-paced, energetic, and she posts almost daily. It's rather terrifying. I feel like if you strapped her to a space shuttle, she'd only then reach average speed. And the reason I love talking about Piper is I feel like I'm a kindred spirit with Piper. I'm almost connected to her. Me and Piper have really similar backstories. We both craved the spotlight at a young age. We both took on dancing, and later in life used content on YouTube as our way of expressing our creative passion. In her case, she got 8 million subscribers and a cute boyfriend, and in my case, I got 1,000 subscribers and depression. Piper Rockelle's content isn't for me. It's not my cup of Victoria bitter, but oh well, it's some people's, and that's all right. I would never try to say that anyone's content is bad unless there's a genuine reason for it. My shadow looks like I'm like Dr. Octopus. Oh, Peter. So, what issue does Pink have with Piper Rockelle? Well, let me catch you up on the situation before I talk about it.
Pink, to be accurately quoted from her tweet, said, "How many kids like Piper Rockelle are being exploited by their parents? And at what point do the rest of us say, this isn't okay for a 13-year-old to be posing in a bikini whilst her mother takes the photo?" And then Piper went on to respond in a, "Holy crap, I'm not reading all of them. The first thing I want everyone to know is that my mum doesn't make me do anything." Quite the opposite. I don't think Pink has ever seen one of my YouTube videos, because if she did, she'd see it's just me and my friends having fun and acting like ourselves. The content we make is the kind of stuff we want anyone to watch. I know there are kids who have been taken advantage of, and that's a real problem, but I'm not one of them. Alright, in spirit of fairness, I want to look at both sides of the argument. Now, to start off, I don't like how Pink just generated an assumption about how Piper and her family live. I mean, it's a fair enough example saying that we know how other people are treated in the media and how people's parents extort children, but either way, it was still kind of scummy for her to just pick a name, pick a famous child's name, and then just assume that it's all the parents. But on the contrary side of the argument, Piper's claim that she is in complete and utter control of her channel should be, or at least is, complete and utter bullshit. Children, well, minors, cannot decide things 100% reliably for themselves. That's why in our own court of law, children can't testify. Because in our governments and systems of which we live in, children cannot think completely 100% reliably all the time. It's just a simple fact. We need guardians to decide what we do. Now, maybe Piper's lying when she says that. I mean, it's possible for someone to just say something they don't truly believe in just to get away with something.
Can I please have some? Okay.
Now, what Pink said was very out of the blue. It was just a straight up comment that you expect to see on Twitter, but not from someone who's such a massive celebrity. Now I respect Pink because she's a woman who's seen what the world does to famous women. But at the same time, it was weird to just see her single out Piper Rockelle and say, this girl right here is a prime example. It's a bit weird. I am glad though that she didn't just generalize all female child stars and say they all sexualize their content, because there are many child stars that are females that I know of that aren't like that. So I'm glad that she didn't generalize it, but at the same time, weird to single out Piper. I do not like whatsoever that Piper was the figurehead of this counter-argument. What the hell was that? Piper Rockelle obviously has more of an emotional connection with her fanbase, because they're the people the fanbase are viewing. So to use her as this response, it feels so scummy. The parents were the ones under fire. Why would Piper be the one to respond? It makes no sense, unless the parents purposely wanted to just try and get away with things the easy way. Honestly, I see the parents more at fault than Piper in this situation. And that's funny because that's exactly who Pink criticizes. So I think Pink's criticized the right people, but not for the right actions. But still, Piper's channel isn't out of the clear yet. We've still got a couple of things to talk about, as you'll see soon. So I got kinda hungry while I was recording this video, so I decided that this scene here, I'm gonna be making myself a snack while I explain my hatred away for Piper Rockelle. I'm gonna make this deadly clear. I hate with a passion the term influencer. It is the dumbest term ever. It's only a term because half-wits wanted an excuse to meet the minimum word requirement of 1 on their resume. And I'm gonna even make it more clear right now. I despise children influencers. Despise it. And why do I? Why? It's because kids are fucking idiots. Literally, if you went out into your garden, grabbed a stick, went up to a kid and snapped it and said, look, fidget toy, they would buy it. All of their friends would buy your garden sticks. If you did that, you'd make more bank than Summer Rae with an OnlyFans. And look, if I'm completely fair, teens are no different. Teens buy whatever crap they can find. I mean, take the music industry for example. Music has become so lazy. Like as long as it has auto-tune, people will buy. You don't need to get good keys, the words don't need to sound good again. Yeah. Okay, but I digress. Let me propose a question. Do you think Piper Rockelle is a good influencer? And I'm not talking, is Piper Rockelle cringe? I'm gonna rant about that a lot more later in this video. But is Piper Rockelle an objectively good influencer? Like, who knows, maybe Piper Rockelle is great for kids. I mean, I turned out alright and I used to watch Mango Tango FNAF roleplay. My mum always says I'm extra special now. And you know what, I'm gonna do my best to compliment Piper. Piper on one side makes content clearly marketed for kids, even though when it says in her bio, it's for all ages, and keep that in mind, all ages. It's very child friendly. You have the bright colors, the highly saturated editing, the really high energy type of pace that kids love, and kids need that because kids naturally have a very low attention span, so that's great. And Piper also makes music, and that might inspire the younger generation to, I don't know, want to be musicians like Piper. And as a musical comedian, I'm all for that. Can you tell that I'm stretching for compliments right here? But that's where I kind of end it. Because I have a massive issue now. Why are you still here? Oh, that's right. Piper's content is horrendous. As much as I can compliment her for, I don't know, some childish colors and happiness that is contagious, she is absolutely horrendous with her themes. And I screenshot a whole bunch of thumbnails that I think we should relish in. The first one, kissing my ex-boyfriend prank. Bad idea. Oh, is that Gavin Humongous? I remember you back from my original video. My girlfriend would hate me if I did something like that. Luckily though, she doesn't know I have an ex-boyfriend. My boyfriend walked in on me, peach emoji. Oh, now I want to bring attention to this thumbnail for one specific reason. Notice how with all the other Piper Rockelle thumbnails, they look like they're straight off Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. This one, right here, there's no photoshopping, no editing, nothing. The reason I bring this up is this means YouTube's removed the thumbnail. This right here is an auto-generated YouTube thumbnail. It means the original thumbnail got taken down. And I know that from personal experience. Fortnite's Thickest Skin's got its thumbnail taken down. So the only reason I can think of a thumbnail being taken down is if it's explicit. That means it's sexualized. I can't imagine any other reason with that title that a thumbnail would be taken down. Okay, so editing note, I actually did some research and I discovered the original thumbnail that had been screenshot and put onto Twitter, and yeah, I can see why it was removed. Cheater with the door locked prank. Oh, Tiger Woods should have said it's just a prank. No touching for 24 hours challenge. And she's putting out her ass and saying, touch it. And he's got like 10 abs. You know, if me and my girlfriend did this challenge, she would love it. Man, I bet this challenge also involves running away as fast as I can. Like, how does this not have a sexual connotation? She goes, oh, my content's not sexualized, it's just me and my friends touching each other, wearing a hot outfit, then leaving it. My content is not sexualized. I just said hot in the title when referring to myself. This is, it's horrendous. There's no excuse for this. I don't understand how you can kind of think you'll get away with this. Distracting my boyfriend while he works out. Peach emoji, shoving ass in boy's face emoji. And I'm not scared of saying that. I know it sounds wrong, but that is what she's doing. There's no denying that that is exactly what she's doing. And for them to her to say earlier, oh, my content's not sex, I'm repeated, I'm a scratch record, but like that is literally what's happening. Last to sleep wins $10,000 challenge. Look, this one's not sexual in any way, shape or form, but I just don't like the idea that they're promoting to kids, stay up as long as possible in the night, ruin your sleep schedule. It's a fun challenge. I boiled the kettle and I still haven't used it. I'm actually so thirsty right now. I haven't drunken since like when I woke up at 2 p.m. Did I literally just say don't promote like staying up late to kids while I'm recording at 1 a.m? And stuffing my bra to see if my boyfriend notices. Notices what, Piper? Notices what, Piper? Your content isn't sexualized, so what is he gonna notice if your bra is stuffed? Oh, by Jove, Piper, doesn't your shirt look closer than normal? Man, I can read the text on your shirt better. Oh wait, there's no text on there, there's just a massive V line to show the... I found another girl's bra in my boyfriend's. Fuck! Educate me, Piper. Educate me. In what situation do you find a bra in your boyfriend's, what, I don't know, his ass? Yeah, when she's just a friend and, you know, that's where she stores them. She doesn't want to lose them and it's a nice tight fit. It doesn't jiggle loose and I feel good. Whoa there, Marinette! Panic attack prank on bar. Piss off. Oh, anxiety. Quirky. Telling my boyfriend I need... Now, hang on. So, I've called you here now. I just want your honest reaction to what I'm about to show you. I just want you to read the title of this Piper Rockelle video from 2020.
Telling my boyfriend I need surgery. Emotional reaction.
Now, why does that hit home?
Well, on March 30th, I went into surgery because they had to remove a brain tumor from my skull.
Yeah, there was a real emotional reaction.
Well, I just need to... So you're getting a nose job?
Oh, it's a nose job.
Oh my god, so a 13-year-old is getting plastic surgery.
Do you ever feel like... Oh my goodness. You know, if I was the one with the tumour, right now I'd wish I could replace the tumour with a bullet. I hate this. I actually despise this content.
But the thing that gets me the most with this title is it's like there's two things in there. It's one, it's telling my boyfriend, so you're getting your boyfriend for views.
Yeah.
And then it's surgery. It's like this major thing that nobody wants to go through. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna get famous off this. because it's tragic and people love drama.
Yeah, and she's not saying plastic surgery, she's saying surgery, and then saying emotional reaction. Like, she's implying that it's a big deal. Yeah, it's settled. Piper Rockelle's channel is an absolute bloody hot mess. It is horrid. Her channel claims to be family friendly and for all ages, but just one look at the content and it really isn't. And the parents don't step in at all? That is completely irresponsible. It's negligent. How dare you let a child indulge themselves in that? And that's for both the creator and the viewer. It is horrid. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would much, much rather my child watch Ronald OMG. Piper Rockelle, change your content, or otherwise you deserve to genuinely be taken off of YouTube. Welcome back, guys, into another epic video. Today we are doing another 3 AM challenge. It is literally pitch black outside, and we're going to see if we can find monsters in the backyard. This is really scary, guys. This is insane, guys. Like, I don't want to do this, guys. Guys, please, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. I think I see something over there. I think it might be a monster. Guys, do you see that? Do you see that, guys? Oh, wait, no. I think it's just a duck. Everything's okay, guys. It's all okay. Yo, what the duck doing? Oh my goodness, guys. I think I just saw something insane. Look. It's the hit musical from 2008, Mamma Mia. So I want to bring up the next part of this video, and that's women being sexualized on social media. Now, I asked most of the women I know whether or not this is a good idea to make a video on, and they all strongly advised against it. Anyway, first, if an adult woman desires to use her body as a way of generating a form of income, or at least that's the way she wants to create entertainment, so be it. That's her choice. She's an adult. And look, I don't think anyone actually wants to hear 16-year-old white Nicholas Clancy Maroney's take on it. And other than any religious reasons, there's no real social media reasons or law reasons why that's not allowed. And we can see through the median of the internet that so many women, and there are a few men, but it's not as much, that have undertaken this way of creating content. Cool. My issue... oh, that's not a good way to start. My issue online is more that a lot of people, more often men than women, but there's a lot of people who are fucking twats. There are too many people these days sitting at home drawing Rule 34 of Susan Wojcinski while they listen to Pokemon sneezing compilations, ASMR. I don't know, oh fuck. That wasn't scripted. I swear. Holy crap. Wow. The irony. Should I keep that in? Or should that just be a blooper? That was completely... It even said, I wrote sneezing compilations just as a funny joke like 2 hours ago. Anyway. I hate to exaggerate, but I fear there are way too many people who have utterly degraded their sense of what is sexual content, what is normal content. Literally go on, search up any female YouTuber streamer's name, and there will probably be a compilation of them that has been turned into a sexual manner when their original actions was not. And I don't think that's a malicious act. I believe that those people are just completely unaware of the way they are acting. It's nothing malevolent, it's just they're fucking idiots. And one issue I have with this whole Piper Rockelle situation is that the children watching these videos don't know yet what is sexual content and what is. So, as they grow up, they will absolutely have a decimated sense of what is sexual and what's not. If Piper's content is normality, then anything else is barely an extreme. It's also normality. Extreme for YouTube, that is. And like, YouTube isn't a place where astonishingly disgusting sexual material is available. Yet, here we are, here's a 13-year-old. And you cannot tell me at all that there is not one person who's a pedophile watching Piper Rockelle within her 8 million followers. You cannot tell me that there was someone watching that video of her performing a little Baywatch sketch, when Baywatch is an adult's movie, by the way. There was no chance that there is not one person who used that as sexual content. I am saying that. And I hate to say it, but that's the case. Oh, she can wear what she wants. She's not being sexual. You're just thinking like a pedophile. Fucking hell. Now, do I think Piper Rockelle is the be-all and end-all for women who sexualize themselves? No, of course not. Piper is one minute example across this wide range of people. And to say we need to fix Piper Rockelle or all people are doomed, that's shit. That's like saying, oh no, I accidentally spilled orange juice on a Jackson Pollock painting, we need to fix that. No one cares. It's like turning a heater off when there's a volcano eruption a meter back. It's like trying to fix global warming in America. But it is definitely important for the new generation to grow up watching something that allows them to then, in the future, distinguish between sexual and normal content. And it is definitely important that if these ideas aren't segregated earlier, we're going to have problems in the future. Simple as that. We're already seeing those problems be shown on TikTok. If only there was a way that YouTube allowed us to tell YouTube what's for kids and what's... Oh, wait, there is, and it's actual dog shit. And is there a replacement for Piper Rockelle? Currently, I'm unaware of one. Not one that's cringe. Do you know how much I hate the word cringe? Do you know? I'll tell you how much. Cringe. Cringe is a term that I utterly despise. It's a gross term that's so biased and so subjective, and yet people still put it into formal debates or just any type of commentary on anything. Here's a little hint for anybody. If you're trying to create any type of factual report on anything at all, don't use the word cringe. To prove how dumb the term cringe is, I've devised a little game for you guys. It's just a little fun activity for you and I to engage in. Alright, it's simple as this. It's a little game I like to call Cringe or Cool Kid. Please don't call it by the anagram name, it's really embarrassing. So, the way you play this game is actually very simple. All you need to do is watch the screen because a kid will pop up. And you have to define whether or not they have a cringe cock rating or a cool kid cock rating. Let's see our first contestant, Ronald OMG, superstar. Is he cringe or is he a cool kid? Time up! Turns out that we have our results in here. Let's see, is he cool or is he Oh, he's a cool kid! Okay. Now, our next contestant is a random person out of my comment section. Let's see if my comment section are cool or cringe. Time's up. Let's see. Let's see, my friend. I know you're watching this. And they are cringe. What do you know? Shame to no one. Our last contestant is every single one of Piper Rockelle's boyfriends. Let's see. Are they cringe or are they a cool kid? Time's up. Let's see. Is it? I'm so excited. Ooh, indecisive. Room for improvement. Kind of like me. Alright, now we have one final special thing for all of you because our game show is partnered up with Countdown. This is incredible. This is such an amazing event. You should be so glad that you get to experience this. And if you pray hard enough and you cross your fingers hard enough, it'll never happen again. Alright. Our little countdown game today is trying to figure out some advice for Piper Rockelle's boyfriend. A phrase will come up on the board, and you need to work out what the phrase actually is. Okay, when the phrase comes up, I'll give you a hint, and then give you 30 seconds to work out what the real phrase is. Okay, our phrase is Pride Pump. And your clue is, not everyone takes it so well. Pride Pump, not everyone takes it so well. Your 30 seconds start now. Okay, everyone's answers locked in. Do you think you got it? I hope so. Ready? The true phrase was... dump Piper. Oh, of course. What great advice. I hope you have fun with that. It'll never happen again. Please.
Alright, my friends, in conclusion. Well, I don't really know. Which is weird for me to say after I've made this long-ass video with too many lighting and camera positions, but I genuinely kind of don't know. Piper Rockelle definitely has an issue with her channel, something that I don't know really how to fix, but it starts with identifying the problem. And the problem is, Piper Rockelle, I hate to say it, I kind of respect her. I kind of respect her passion and her creativity. But she's executing it in such a poor way that I'm terrified for her. I'm terrified for the one day where it all backfires. When she realizes that what she's been making wasn't what she wanted. The day when she's 18 and she looks back on when she's 13 and is like, oh. And I can tell that she's passionate. She doesn't get burnt out. The only thing that does get burnt out is probably the editor's eyeballs from fucking all the thumbnails. Piper, I want you to improve. I want you to keep making content, but make it something that is way more special. Something that you can slowly craft, something that you can create and go, you know what, this is great. Is that a song, maybe? Is that, I don't know, a short film, movie? I don't know what you want to create, but it's probably something that matters to you. Something that you feel so passionate about. And good on you if you do. But currently, there are too many issues wrong with your channel. And clearly, you're blinded to it. So, my friend Piper, I hope that I will one day look upon your channel and I'll be proud of you. And until that day comes, I'll see you in the next one.